the way we lost out on the World Cup, if Nigeria can be losing out in all cadres, male and female, for these guys sitting in the glass house to get the message, guys, I don't know, Nigerians will despise me for saying this. Let them lose. This, because these ladies, they are individually winning. No support, nothing. And all the blame will go to them, And some persons, we have some ladies on the team who are not supposed to be on this team. On their own, they are supposed to honorably retire. But they just want to be part of this team. Because they've got uncles and daddies in the glass house.
Welcome to another edition of our talk show. Today we are still talking about the Super Falcons. It's more like a preview show. They have their match tomorrow evening by 9 p.m. and we are using this opportunity to talk about the game that they will be playing tomorrow. Not to waste our time, we'll just go straight to the talking points of the Falcons team. The things that we feel they should do better and how they can best approach the game for us to get our maximum points. We already know they lost their first match by 3-2, and a winning tomorrow will help balance the team going forward to see if they can progress to the next round of the competition. Now let's talk about the defensive setup of the Falcons team. We saw how they were too open and very flat in conceding 3 goals in their last match. Do you think there will be upgrade? Do you think there will be no more spaces, obstacles, all those things that hinder them from performing better that last match? Do you think that there will be, let's say, a better approach towards the match tomorrow? Remember, they are playing against the Zambians, and they are even a better opponent. If I am permitted to say, use that English, they're a better opponent as against the Malawi team. So, do you see them preparing and coming out strong for the game tomorrow?
Yeah, so like we talked about in our last outing here, the right center back and the left center back, the Demihin lady and Ohale, there is this disconnect between two of them, and as to who should actually press and who should pick that second ball. So defensively, I'll take the last defensive line and the midfield line, especially our security, our lone DM. If those ladies are not up to the task, by me saying not up to the task, from the training this few days before now, the coach should have arrived at that decision. I think a shaky defense, a 3-man at the back will do better. So if one person is pressing and the other person is struggling to pick those second balls, then the coach should play 3 at the back. Then play with the twin DM. Don't play with the lone DM. Whenever they want to go, whenever a team is going long, we need 2 guys dropping just in front of the 3 at the back for them to pick those loose balls. I think that was just the whole major disaster we had. Then if they play 3 at the back, we could have our left back, right back playing as wing backs. Then we could have maybe if he plays with natural wingers, they could invert inside into the interior half spaces. So we have that security at the back, and we still have the left back and the right back. The Alose lady, she likes to jump. She likes to jump out of her defensive line, and that's why most times some balls will just go over her. So if she likes jumping, just play 3 at the back. I think that will be fixed.
Now, talking about Alose, do you think it's best she continues as the left back or take her back to her right back position where she's comfortable playing? Because I feel that's affected her game in the last match they played. She's already used to playing as the right back of the Falcons team, and we've seen her bringing and delivering good crosses for the team. Do you think that alone affected her game, or you still want the coach to maintain the same structure for her?
So not to waste even much time on this, the right thing is to play her in her right position. But we never can tell. I don't know if there are data to show if the player actually who was supposed to play from the left-hand side was injured or anything. But in the absence of any injury, I think she should play in her rightful position. And even if she's not playing in her rightful position, whether you play from any side of the pitch, you must know when to actually press.
Yeah.
Because at times she's too carried away with man marking that she leaves a lot of space behind her.
Okay, so let's talk about our head-to-head with the Zambian team. We've played them in 4 different times at a competition level. You get, so we've played them 4 different times, and the Falcons they've gotten good results, like 3 times over the Copper Queens of Zambia. We've scored almost 15 goals already and conceded just 1 from them. Do you think they can maintain that same energy, that standard? Because already head-to-head is showing that we are a better team over the Zambians. So do you see that what's it called, journey continuing, or there will be a pause tomorrow?
Yes, I see that. I think that we will continue that winning streak that we have over them. Yes, we have to also think of their last outing. Their first match, they won it 6-0. But then Egypt, with all due respect, are not a decent side. So we know that we have the edge over these guys, over the Copper Queens or this Zambia women team. So, and we also know data has shown that they are not good defensively. So I expect us to come out on top.
Okay. Now we'll talk about, let's just check into the Zambian team. Let's say player to watch there. They have their number 9, the person of Barbara Bender. We know the threat she's bringing to the team already. And considering our defensive lapses in our last match, you think she's somebody that we are supposed to be scared of? Like you see her like that person that will still hurt the Falcons tomorrow?
Very well. We, against our last opponent, the Chawinga sisters, we saw how just both of them were able to cause our defense a lot of issues. And even just that, the number 9, the Chawinga sister that was as the number 9, how she was very pacey and fast. And by all metrics, the Barbara girl is even more dangerous than
very, very dangerous.
So if we can contain,
more reason why they should play 3 at the back.
Exactly. If we can contain her, and then maybe any other person who supports her in that attack, just like the Chawinga sisters did, we're rubbing off each other. If we can contain maybe just 2 or 3 people in the attack.
And she also has a good support also. There is one other player from the Zambian women's team.
Yes, there is a winger.
Yes, she has pace, and she's also a threat.
If we can stop those, if we can contain these 2 people, then we have a good chance. We have a good chance of winning the Zambian team and continuing our streak. But let us also remember that these 3 points are needed. If we do not win against them, then there's only so much that can happen.
There's so much that will really happen. Now, do you think the coach of the Falcons needs to use a different approach as regards to the players that he will be selecting to start the match? We saw the last time when he was bringing the Kanu gear,
yes.
We saw how they affected the game immediately. Do you think it's best he starts with them again tomorrow, or continue with the same approach, see if they can contain those ladies, then you bring those people to hurt them in the second half?
At this point, it is clear that Madugu needs to, behind the scene, seek for help. See, these Super Eagles ladies, in decades now, like a decade, let me use the word, a decade or two decades now, have been a team, or have been, they've always carried themselves. It's just individual brilliance. Apart from this, our former coach, Randy, who, you could see the structure he created, what he was trying to build, but obviously because he was not playing games, those are the powers that be had to push him out. Now, this Madugu, like I said, with due respect, is nothing short of a modern coach. this guy is not in charge of his training sessions. No, I'm not just saying it. He doesn't conduct his training sessions. I was in an office yesterday, a big office here in our country, and you know, it is shameful for me to say it on a live thing like this. And I saw someone who walked in a place who, from his conduct, from the circumstance, cannot read. So whenever he comes to call out names, he gives it to someone to call it out for him. This has nothing to do with him not pronouncing the words or the names, tribal names. You could try to pronounce it even if wrongly, but and the moment you call my name and you try to call my surname, I know that that's me. I tell you, I just call it out for you, right? He will give it to someone, a younger officer there, to call out the name for him. And I could just tell that this guy struggles with reading. And he was kitted in uniform. So the same happens to Madugu. He is not in charge of his training sessions. He doesn't conduct his. He's just there. You know, someone, the powers that be, you know, because he was part of the technical crew and all that. So that's why I say he needs help at this point. Tomorrow, if those girls don't appear, they don't come back to their normal self, because they know how to always come back from their ruins. If they don't do that for themselves, if they are waiting for a coach to do that for them tomorrow, knowing that we are playing against a pacey side, and if he goes against with those two guys, if he goes with the two center backs, and those guys are still having off days, guys, I'm sorry to say I'm sounding like I'm a prophet of doom, right? Guys, we're out, and I don't see if those ladies don't enter the game by their own brilliance, guys, we're out. That guy will do nothing. He will do nothing, I'm telling you.
I believe he also has a backroom staff. So if anything, at least they should be able to.
That's why I say he needs help.
But one thing about coaching is all about you and your team. Truly, if the team is not really working out for you, I don't see any regrets or any shame in it going back to start asking.
Bro, sorry, yeah, I'm sorry. He is not in charge of his lineup. There are one or two people you put out there because of the stats, numbers they put in their clubs. He's not in charge. Number one, he doesn't know his lineup on his own. Allow him without interference. He will struggle. Then secondly, like I said, he's a stooge. He was brought there for a purpose. The appearance for most of these ladies, you see some ladies starting, you know, they are not supposed to start. The number 9, you know, she's not supposed to be starting. Is it Ijali Misu or what? She's not. You don't see her contribution on the pitch.
Now, as regards to that, I was even actually trying to go to that side. Do you think deploying Okoronkwo as one of the attacker was also a wrong setup for the Falcons? Because I feel bringing Okoronkwo back to the midfield, allowing her to dictate the game as to the person that has this final pass to the attackers. Because you could see us struggling to create chance in our last match. I'm not saying she's not good as a forward, but considering what we have now, is it not wise you just let's play a twin DM as he already suggested, putting Okoronkwo to be at that top, leaving us to the space now will be there. Now, if you check this, the Copper Queens, they have lazy defenders also. They see that's where they even lost their last match. They don't run. They want the ball always at their feet. So, and if you could get runners from your own side as your attackers now, you will hurt them. So why not bring in Okoronkwo to be that attacking midfielder, piercing this ball behind those defenders now? Let them keep running from minute 1 down to minute 90. You see, I see us scoring more goals. So, do you think it's one of the best approach to go about the game tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll go first because I'll use the last match that we played against them, the quarterfinals of the last edition of the WAFCON.
Yeah.
Now we scored them goals through crosses, set pieces.
Yeah, and they are bad on set.
They are bad aerially.
Yes.
They are bad. Their fullbacks are not good 1v1s. So we can use those to our strength. Those are our strengths. Those are our strengths. So yes, we should look to be able to use this information to our own good. We need these 3 points. We really need the 3 points.
If we don't have it, we're out.
We definitely need the 3 points because
there is no how it will happen again.
In a group match where we have where we have just 3 matches to play and we've already lost one. And if we eventually lose the next one tomorrow, then I don't see any reason of us being in the tournament. So we just hope. We hope tomorrow the match will be played in Rabat, Morocco, and the kickoff is at 9 p.m. Nigerian time. We are still rooting for the Falcons. We never lost hope, and we still believe they can still turn things around for us as a nation, and they can still help us to regain that bragging rights that we've always had over other nations as regards to African football in the women's sector. We hope tomorrow they give us laughter. We hope tomorrow they play the way we know the Falcons to always play.
Brother, before you go, I know you're about ending the program. Before you end it, must these ladies must they always cover up for this our football federation? Like, to think of it, there was no competitive friendlies for them.
Yeah.
Logistics, like every single year, like must you know, a part of me, you know, we're getting to that stage where I'll say this: I love my country, and for whatever reason, right, I will never want to wish my country bad. And amongst the footballing sets we have in this country, the Super Falcons have been those sets that have always brought joy. Even when you don't watch, they are always turning up, bring joy to us, right? But if the way we lost out on the World Cup, if Nigeria can be losing out in all cadres, male and female, for these guys sitting in the glass house to get the message, guys, I don't know, Nigerians will despise me for saying this. Let them lose. Because these ladies, they are individually winning. No support, nothing. And all the blame will go to them, you know. And some persons, you know, we have some ladies on the team who are not supposed to be on this team. On their own, they are supposed to honorably retire. But they just want to be part of this team. Because they've got uncles and daddies in the glass house. So, in as much as I want them to win tomorrow, but if they lose, it is bad for Nigeria. But it is a good thing for NFF. I want the pit to be on them more, just the way we lost out on the World Cup. The president is not trying to get involved now. You see them trying to do some things, you know, opting salary for our local league, saying if you win matches, bonus the moment you win, because there is a heat coming from the presidency. So if things will happen like that and more heat will come and make our league better, and them sitting up, I would really invite this hate.
I think that's a good one. That's a good take also. But the thing is, most times, if results like this don't go their way, they end up sacking the coach, thinking they've done enough already. But fixing the country, fixing our football, fixing the whole federation when it comes to our sporting sector, we need more than just sacking the coach. We need men to be taking responsibilities of every action that they've put outside already.
Yeah.
So, but we hope. We still said that again. We still hope. Nigeria, we already used to hoping and hoping and hoping, and this time we believe our hope will not fail us. Things will be done the right way. We hope to see you next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.